The Prince and the Secret of the Starlight Garden. Once upon a time, in a kingdom nestled between emerald hills and shimmering rivers, there lived a young prince named Aurelian. He was known not only for his golden hair and bright eyes, but also for his kind heart and endless curiosity. Every day he wandered through the castle gardens, wondering what lay beyond the horizon. In a neighboring kingdom, across the great sapphire lake, there was a princess named Elara. Elara was wise beyond her years, with a love for books and the stars. She spent her nights gazing into the sky, dreaming of distant lands and stories untold. Her chamber was filled with maps of the constellations, her walls lined with books older than the kingdom itself. One night, as Prince Aurelian stood on his balcony, he noticed a strange, shimmering light in the distance. It flickered like a star but danced low over the trees. His heart stirred with wonder. He made up his mind he would follow the light. It was unlike anything he had seen before, and something deep within him whispered that this light held the answers he had always longed for. He set off the next morning with his horse, Bramble. They rode through meadows and forests, over hills and streams. Every day brought a new discovery. A glade filled with blue butterflies, a cave echoing with crystal tones, a bridge woven entirely from vines. The light continued to appear every night, guiding him onward with a gentle pulse. Meanwhile, Princess Elara had seen the same mysterious light from her tower. Intrigued, she too set off with her trusted companion, a clever fox named Thistle. Elara traveled by moonlight, her royal cloak fluttering behind her like a comet's tail. She scribbled observations in her journal, noting the stars' shifting positions, drawing the plants she encountered, and composing poems to the moon. As fate would have it, their paths crossed in an ancient forest, where the trees whispered secrets to the wind. Aurelian and Elara met beneath a silver-leafed tree, both surprised and curious. "You're following the light too?" Aurelian asked, his voice soft but eager. "Yes," Elara replied. "It feels like it's calling us. Don't you think it's magical?" "I do," he said, smiling. "Perhaps we are meant to follow it together." They decided to journey together, sharing stories and laughter as they traveled deeper into the forest. Elara told Aurelian about the constellations, and he taught her the names of wildflowers. They sang songs around campfires, danced beneath the stars, and faced challenges that tested their wits and will. One evening, they came upon a river that whispered riddles. To cross, they had to solve a puzzle woven into the current. Another day, a wind spirit blocked their path, until they recited a poem that honored the breeze. Through each trial, their friendship blossomed. Eventually, the light grew stronger with each step, until they reached a hidden glade, an enchanted garden glowing with starlight. It was surrounded by tall, ancient trees, with bark like silver lace and leaves that shimmered with moonlight. In the center stood a crystal fountain, its waters shimmering with the same light that had guided them. An old woman appeared, cloaked in midnight blue. "You have found the Starlight Garden," she said. "It reveals itself only to those with true hearts." She told them of an ancient secret. The garden was the heart of the kingdom's harmony. Long ago, it was tended by two guardians, one from each realm who kept the balance of magic and peace. But the guardians had vanished without a trace, and the garden had been fading ever since. "You were chosen," she said, "not because of your crowns, but because of your courage and kindness." Elara stepped forward, her eyes shining. "How can we help?" "Restore the garden," the woman said. "Bring hope, share joy, and guard it with love. It is more than a place. It is a living bond between the worlds." And so they stayed. They planted seeds of every color, sang songs to the stars, and told stories to the trees. Slowly, the garden bloomed with colors unseen and scents unimagined. Birds with jeweled feathers came to nest, and glowing butterflies danced in the twilight. They carved benches from crystal wood where travelers could sit and dream. They composed lullabies the wind carried across the kingdoms. They wove vines into lanterns that lit up with the memories of laughter and kindness. News of their deeds spread far and wide. People from both kingdoms came to see the wonder. Borders faded and peace blossomed. Children played among the glowing flowers. Elders shared tales by the fountain. Songs once lost were sung anew. Over time, Aurelian and Elara became more than friends. Their hearts grew together like vines on a trellis. They were married beneath the silver-leaf tree. With stars above and blossoms below, all the creatures of the forest attended, and the sky itself shimmered with joy. They ruled together not from thrones of gold, but from the garden, in harmony with the land and their people. They wrote books together, taught the young, and invited artists and dreamers from across the world. The Starlight garden never faded again. It glowed brighter with each passing year, fed by the love and wonder it inspired. Some said the stars shone just a little brighter because of it. And so the tale of the prince and the princess became legend not for battles or riches, but for the love they sowed, the wisdom they shared, and the light they followed. The end.